reports today?
Okay, report. We say that yesterday, the 15th, which is published to the update set.
Okay, let's do
Are
that.
we going to? Are we going? And then, okay, because it's here in the assignment part.
Okay, no problem. Let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So for update sets, these update sets are nothing but XML files,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
These are system generated files,
Okay.
right? And these contain users action within the ServiceNow system.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever action you are doing, the update set will keep recording it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if you are adding a component, deleting a component, renaming a component, right? Or
Yep.
updating a component, whatever you are doing, you are creating table, right? Deleting
Mm-hmm.
table. If you are changing form layout, right? If you are
Yeah.
removing fields from
Mm-hmm.
form, right? If you are adding fields to form, so all sorts of operations you do. These are typical operations that we have been doing these past days, right?
Yeah.
So everything
Mm-hmm.
that you do gets stored into some sort of XML file, and these XML files are, I'll say, named XML file, right? Named XML files, right? These are named XML files, these are system generated files, these contain user actions within the ServiceNow system. These can be downloaded and exported to other instance. Meaning, if you are able to export this, you are able to export all the changes that you have done,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is very elegant way of code promotion, right? Now code
Mm-hmm.
promotion, let's look into what do we mean by code promotion. Code promotion could be, for example, if you want to move code from dev to test environment, test to prod environment, or you want to move the code from one instance to another instance, not necessarily test or prod instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
all sorts of movement, right? You are moving from dev to test, test to prod, one instance to another instance, not necessarily test or prod instance, right? So if you want to do all these kind of activities, if you want to move your code, the changes that you are doing into another instance or dev or test instance, etc., you can use update set to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, to access update sets within ServiceNow instance, you have to go into Application Navigator and then start typing in update sets.
Mm-hmm.
When you type in update sets, you will see system update sets here. And within system update sets, there are a couple of options that you see. Update sources, retrieve update sets, update logs, local update set, merge update set, merge completed sets. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll understand what these means.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with local update set. So if you hit on this local update set, you will get a list of records that is contained into the update set table, right? If you want to get the information about the update set table, I think that is system update set or something. So let's go into update sets. System update set is the table. So you can directly type in sys underscore update underscore set dot list, and it will take you to the update sets, right? So the table
Yep.
name is system update sets. Now, if you come into this list of record, this table, you will see different stuffs here, right? You have different records. Now let's
Mm.
hang on. Let's look into these records here, right? These records were created by system and administrator.
Yep.
Created date is these. State is in progress, ignore, complete, in progress, right? Then there are different applications: global application, marketing event application, application tracker application, active directory application, then global again,
Mm.
right? Now it totally depends what application you are working on. Right now I am working on marketing event application, and within the marketing event application I have chosen default marketing event application update set here, right?
Mm.
Now
Yep.
let's look into, I'll do show matching to see the marketing events application. According to the selection that we have done, we are into default marketing event update set, right? So this is the update set that we are into right now. So if we open this update set, we will be able to see all the changes that we have done, right, to this instance while we selected this update set, right?
Mm. Yep.
If you see here, yesterday we did some changes to the email notification and templates. It
Mm-hmm.
is it is available here. A day before, we did changes to the service catalog item and created record producer, etc. All the changes are here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the record
Mm.
producer and the catalog items that we have done,
Right.
right? We also did some changes to the budget, your company name, etc. So these are coming up here, right? Changes to the client
Yeah.
script, changes to the UI policy, changes to the record producer, everything is recorded here, right? A couple
Mm.
of days before, we did change the module and we created marketing event list module. We did equipment request module. We played with the related list default view attendee. So all these changes that we have done to the marketing event application is getting recorded into this update set, right?
Mm.
Now if you open this update set, for example, if you open this email template by hitting on this date link, you will see a payload data has been generated for the change that you have done.
Mm.
See, let's copy this and let's move to some XML formatter. See what it contains.
Mm.
It contains your request for equipment with following details was submitted. This is the email that we were typing in, right?
Mm-hmm.
We inserted the type type variable within the email body. We inserted the name of the marketing event and its dynamic variable into the body, cost, needed from, needed until. All of these data, all of these information we put on the email template, and that is coming up here. Then we create a table into the email, right? So this
Yeah.
is a table that is getting created, right? And it is containing the values as well. For example, I put a space and then number 1 into the first cell of the table, then 2, 3, 4, and subsequent values into the table itself. So when it was done with the table, I inserted one image as well. It should be here somewhere. Then this is the link this is the link that we kept, and the reference to the link was google.com. If you remember, we did yesterday, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Then this is the paragraph, and this paragraph contains. We tried to insert one, yeah, video control as well. So see, this is a video control getting embedded, right? And you can see that it is a reference to Shockwave Flash player that we have done there. Although it didn't appear there, it could be because of some of the reasons, some of the problems with the video player itself. But see, the update set has captured that information that you have included a Flash player within the email template, right? Now the idea is whatever changes you did on the screen with the instance, everything is getting recorded within this update set, right? Now if you are able to download this update set, and if you are able to, you know, if you are able to import in some other instance, you will be able to import all these changes into your instance. So how efficient it is to get all your changes propagated to another environment by just getting an XML file and importing that XML file within your environment, isn't it? Right? That's a
Yep.
very simple way of doing that, right? And this is the system who is creating the XML file. It is not you who's creating the XML file, right? So you do not have to worry about you. You just need to focus on the work that you are doing. But before doing that, you have to create that update set, right? Now, how choosing an update set is important. For example, you were working on marketing event application and you worked on a particular piece of requirement, right? So if I were
Yeah.
you, what I'll do is if I have 10 requirements, I'll create 10 update sets for each of the requirements, right? So you can create 10 update sets for each of your requirements, or you can create a daily update set for your daily works that you are doing, and then you can move your update set into your instance, right? Using the day-wise update set that you create, right? So it totally depends upon how your team goes to select the update set creation pattern, or how they decide is the best way to create update set within your organization, right? Not within your organization, within your team, right? So it's up to you how to decide how to create the update set, right?
Yeah.
Our creation of update set is very simple. All you need to do is to create update set. Now, if in UI 16, let me go to UI 16. If I hit on UI 16, you'll see this is the application drop down. And apart from the application drop down, you have the update sets here, right?
Oh.
Update set that you can choose, right? You cannot create it here, but you can choose from here, right?
Yep.
Within UI 15, you have it on the right side of the page using the gear, right? You can
Okay.
always go to the update sets and pick create new update sets. All right, let's go back. I'm going to create a local update set, right? So for that, I need to do a new update set. When I do new update set, it asks
Here,
for,
Raul, a quick
yeah,
question.
yeah.
I see the marketing event update set. It is created by default, right?
No, default update sets will be default, named default.
Yeah. Yeah, I see here. When I see on the local update set,
Hmm.
I have those apps that I created like hotel marketing events.
Yeah,
I see there, but the name says default.
yeah. So
So it is creating the update set the background.
yeah, when you create a new application, there will be a
Yeah.
default update set created,
Okay.
right? Now you can use the default update set, but you can also create a new update set
A new
and
update set. Okay,
track
got
your changes,
you.
right?
Okay,
Now,
got you. Yeah.
why you would need to do a different update set than the default update set is the volume of changes
Mm.
that you are doing. As the volume of changes that you are doing increases, you will have a hard time manage all those changes, right? So to manage those
Okay.
changes, you should be using update sets, which will give you, ability to manage even larger pieces of code, and you will be able to do that pretty easily, right? But when you create
Okay.
an application, you get a default update set created there.
Mm.
So
All right.
if you do not create any update set, right? So the default update set will be in that will be active and that will be in force, right? And any change
Yeah.
that you do will go into the default update set.
Mhm. Okay.
You can see um, for marketing event application, I have like 5 update sets created. One of it was default, but
Right.
for device tracker application, I have 2 update set. One of them is default. For global, I have 3 update sets. One is default. For Active Directory, I have just one update set, and that is default,
Mm.
right? Now, if I
Mm.
click on the new update set, it will select marketing events application because the application scope that I have chosen is marketing events application. So by default, it comes
Mm.
as marketing events application. Now, if I change it, if I make it device tracking application, right? The update said that, you know, the application that gets selected here is device tracker application, right?
Okay.
So according to
Right.
the scope you are into, the update set will be updated to contain the right application name.
Mm.
Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. Now, so let's go back to the marketing events application, right? Now,
Mm.
update set is not for data management majorly. It's more of the event management that you are doing or the action management that you are doing, action performed by the users, right? If you
Mm.
talk about uh, that, if user is inserting data into the tables, will the update set contain that as well? So we'll try to figure that
Mm.
out, right? We'll try to figure
Mm.
that out if we insert some data into the table. Is that data recorded into the update set as well? Okay.
Mm.
Now, all you need to do is put a name to the update set, keep the state as in progress,
Right.
right?
Mm.
Put a release date if you want to, although this is optional, a description, and submit it, right? When you submit it,
Mm.
a new update set will be created.
Mm.
Okay. Now, let's do this. I'm going to I'm going to look into marketing events 3 update set. Where is it? Open application file. Marketing events 3. Right. So I am into the marketing events 3 update set, and I'm going to make this current update set. Right now, the
Mm-hmm.
update set that I have is default marketing events, right? But I
Mm-hmm.
want to make this update set, marketing events application 3, my current update set. So for that, I'll use this related links, and then I'll hit make this my current update set, right? When I make this
Mm-hmm.
my current update set, I can see that marketing events application 3 becomes my new update set, right? Now what we want to do is we want to create a new record into the equipment request
Yeah.
and submit it.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go back to the update set. Let's find out the update set that we are into, which is marketing events 3, and let's
Mm-hmm.
see if we have the data recorded here. Is it? No, we don't have the data recorded here. Why?
Yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah, so this shows that update set does not keep track of the data that you are inserting, updating, or
Mm.
deleting, right? However, if you
Yeah.
are doing changes to the any change to the components, then that will be tracked, right? By change,
Oh.
I mean, let's go again to the new equipment request table, and I'm going to configure this table, and I'm going to get rid of this number field. I don't need this number field. So I'll take this
Mm.
off, and I'll arrange this approval on the left side of the column here, and I'll save it. Right? So some slight change
Mm.
on the form, and I'll go and reload to see if this is, yeah, this is now changed.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can go into the update sets, local update sets, open my update set, and see you have a change into the equipment request table,
Yep.
right? The change is done on 10th of August 2016, right?
Yeah.
So this is the server timing. Right now my time is 11th of August. So this is the server timing. So this is the change that we just did. If you open this up, you will see the payload getting created for the changes that you did, and you can copy it
Mm-hmm.
here, paste it, and format XML, right? Now you can
Sorry,
see,
what do you, what are you the tool using for formatting the XML?
oh, just this is just a web tool, XML
Oh,
formatter.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, got
XML formatter. Just
you.
it
Mm.
makes easier to understand the
Readable.
XML.
Yeah, readable. Yeah.
Yeah, readable. So see, this is what we did. And it is talking about, it should be containing that information where we remove the number field. Sys UI element action insert or update, right? And see, it is containing the changes in terms of the sys IDs. See, it says sys UI section. So this section containing this sys ID, the section containing this sys ID is updated, right? Inserted or updated, and the position is 1, right? So it says the the element lying at position 1 has been changed, right? And this one is
Yeah.
the element cost or something. So this contains some information about whatever changes that we are doing, right? So that's the point. So we must note that update set will not deal with the data that we are generating. However, it will deal with all the changes that we are doing, all of the actions that we are doing on the application or on the instance, right? Other than data, it will contain everything. Does that make sense now?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, so this is local update set. Now you would
Yeah.
ask, how can I download this update set file? Right. Let's look
Okay.
into all these options available in this drop down, right? It says compare update set, delete, create application file, etc. And these are taggings, and these are all taggings, right?
Yeah.
So let's open this update set one more time. This is in progress. When I open it, I see a couple of buttons and a couple of related links coming in here. One related link is merge with another update set. If you want to merge all these changes that you have within this update set, marketing events application 3, to some other update set. For example, if you want to merge marketing events application 3 to marketing events application update set, or to default update set, if you want to merge those changes into one update set, you can do that too, right? So you will have to do merge with another update set, and then you have to pick what update set you want to merge with, and then you have to merge it, and you can remove some conflicts, you can add some new code, etc. So if conflict arises, you have to resolve those conflicts, and then you have to merge the changes into the update set, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, other buttons that I see are update, insert and stay, and save. So I think these are quite familiar with us. So we'll ignore this and then move to another section. Now, next I'll like to do is I like to go into one update set which is completed, right? So if I go
Yeah.
into the update set which is completed, I now see the related link export to XML, right? But for other update set that was not completed, I could not see this export to XML, right?
Uh,
Now,
okay.
what I was saying is, if we were into the in progress update set, I could not see the export to XML, right? But if I go to the completed update set, I see this export to XML. If I go to ignore update set, the update set with the state equals ignore, let's see what we see there. We don't see the export to XML, right? So this signifies that you can only export those update sets which are completed,
Right.
right? I hope that makes sense. So you only are able to export those update sets which have been marked completed by you, right? So after
Right.
marking completed, you can export those XML files out from the system, and then what you can do is I can give you this update set, and maybe you can try to import that within your instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll send that update set to you, and
Okay.
you may try to see importing that update set. And there could be a couple of issues that you see, but then let's try to find out what are the issues that you are seeing.
Okay.
Okay, uh, I'm going to
Uh,
delete this. I'm going to bring this update set here, then value Michael set sample. Now the general issues that you would face is the issue of sys
uh,
IDs,
oh.
right? Because see, if I am creating an update set for the marketing, shoot, sorry Michael, there's a problem with the router.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes.
yeah. So I just sent you that update set, and the problem that you
Yeah, I
may
got
face,
that.
yeah, the problem that you may face is of the issues of the sys IDs, and for example, sys IDs, and the other issue that you can see is uh, my update set contains some of the references to the tables or the application that I have created. But if you do not have those tables or applications created within your instance, you will see
Mm.
the update set presents you some errors and says that this is not present there. So something like that will appear there, right? So
Okay.
try doing that, and try doing that later, and we'll see what issues you find out there, right?
Okay. So
Now,
I'm importing the XML into my instance, right?
right,
That correct?
right.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
Into the update set.
yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you are into the completed update set, you will see new button, which is backout button here, right? So
Yeah.
if you do backout, let's see what it does. The backout process can undo a large amount of work and cannot be undone. Continue with the backout process, right? So everything that you have done within this update set can be undone if you do backout, right?
Mm.
So please be careful while doing backout, because the changes that you have done can be undone, and that cannot be retrieved back again, right? But you still
Oh.
have the backout button here, which gives you the functionality of removing all the changes that you have done within the system,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Isn't it a good feature available?
Yeah, it is. It is. I was thinking of how these people are thinking like in depth like this.
Right, right. So these are the benefits that you have of
Mm.
ServiceNow tool. It's highly
It
customizable
is.
according to your
Mm.
need, right?
Mm.
Now, so that's pretty much about the update set, the local update set. Now let's go ahead and look into retrieved update set. That is going to be our next step. Since you are going to need how to import that update set, I am taking you to the retrieved update set, and this retrieved update set will be utilized to import the update sets from the XML file, right? So when you
Mm.
hit this import update set, you will get this screen where you have to choose the XML file, and you will be able to import the XML file or update set within your instance.
So this is exactly what I'm doing, right?
Exactly. So this
With
is what you
the
need to do.
thing that you gave me.
Yeah. This is what you need to do.
Okay. Mm.
Right? Now when you upload that XML file, then you have to, consume that XML file within your instance. So try doing
Mm.
that once you upload and see what options you get, and then you will be easily able to understand what you need to do there in order to make those changes.
Mm.
Now when you have done successful import, what you can do is you can go into the application navigator and start finding out the components, whether those components have come up within your instance or not, right? You can
Mm.
always keep a reference. You can always go into and see the customer updates of the update set. For example, the marketing events application, we were looking into the customer updates and we were seeing what are the changes in this update set, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you can always go and verify from the customer updates what are the changes that have been done into this update set, and whether those changes have been brought into your ServiceNow environment or not.
Mm.
All right.
Mm.
So that's
Yeah.
that's retrieved update set. Use retrieved update set to import XML update set XML into your system.
Mm.
Update log is just another log that gives you all the logging activities related to update sets.
Mm. Yep.
Merge update set, as you would know, and we talked about, merge update set is to merge multiple update sets into one final update set, right? So that's merging.
Mm.
And merge completed set, you have also ability to merge the completed update sets, right? So again, that's a kind of merging that you have to do, and you can include that here.
Yeah, I did that. The retrieved update set. I
Uh-huh.
just imported the XML file that you sent me. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I think it is going well. I don't see any error message.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. So can you go and find out the changes within your system now?
Okay. Is it in the where can I see? In the local update set?
No. You
It is in the
can you
retrieved
see?
update set.
Yeah. Go to the retrieve update set, open the update set and see what are the changes in the update set. Once you are sure about that, go into the application navigator and locate the area where that change should come into and try to find out if that change has arrived into your instance or not.
Oh, okay, okay. Maybe I'll do it that one later. Okay, I'll do that.
You want to do that later?
Yeah, I can do that later. Yeah.
Okay, sure. So that's pretty much about the update sets. Um, One other module that we have is update sources.
Mm.
Right? So there is one way of importing update set, exporting and importing update set. There is another way of setting up a remote instance, and using that instance, you can just pull the update set, the completed update set from the remote instance.
Hmm.
For example, I can pull out all the changes from your system by just creating an update source of your system, providing a user ID and password, and doing retrieve completed update sets,
Oh, okay.
right? So I can
Interesting.
pull that, I can pull that remotely.
Yeah, can I give you the username and password?
Uh, Give me your instance credentials, and I'll try to do that for you.
Okay. All right. My password is
Uh, why don't you give your instance URL first? Maybe you can
okay.
type on the chat window here.
Instance URL. Yes, I can do that. Okay. Okay. That's the URL.
Hang on a second, Michael.
Okay, sure.
All right, let me see. This is your instance URL.
Mm.
I'll take it here. I'll get rid of this one. I need your user ID now.
Okay. HA capital. Let me ping you. Where is this? Where it go? Okay, got it. Try this.
This is the password, right? And the user is the
Yeah.
admin.
Yeah, the user is admin. If it doesn't work,
Let's try this. No, it is not working. Admin. Okay.
okay.
This is your user
It's
ID.
not, okay, for admin, let me give you this one.
No. Okay. Give me admin account. All right. Let me try. Okay. I'm able to log in into your instance now. Let's go into update sets, and I'll go to update sources, and I'll create a new remote instance. Name of the instance will be Rahul's instance, right? And I'll pick the URL from here, put it here.
That is the URL I send you.
No, this is my URL.
That's your URL.
Yours is dev24283.
Okay, got it.
Mine is
That's
11937.
right.
Now I am putting my user ID here. And I'm going to do test connection. The connection is okay. I'm going to submit it. Right? When I'm able to submit it, I can directly retrieve completed update set from my instance. I mean, now I have allowed. Now I have I have how many? I have two update sets, three completed update sets, right? One is marketing
Mm-hmm.
events, two search module for device application 1 to 3, and update set for content page tablet, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
I can go ahead and retrieve the completed update set from my instance to your instance. Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
When I hit this link, using my credentials which I have supplied, admin and my admin password, the instance is able to pull out two update sets, search module for device application 1 to 3 and update set for content page. See,
Mm-hmm.
search module and update set for content page. The third one, I think it did not import because your local update set might have the same update set that you just imported, right? So that's why it is not pulling. But otherwise, you can see that the two update set from my instance, dev11937, has been imported to your instance, which is dev24283.
Yeah, I see
Right?
that even here.
Yeah. So that's very simple. That's very simple way of importing update set within your within your own instance, right?
Very
Now,
interesting. Yeah.
now when you can go into update set content page, and then you can do preview update set, and it will show you what changes does this contain, what this update set contains, right? So
Yeah.
you'll see that there is this is a summary view. There is one change which is related to inserted, just one change.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one change that you have done. Now you can commit this update set, and when you do commit this update set, this change will be committed to your instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's
Yeah.
look into the one with search module of device 1 to 3, right? I'm going to preview this update set, and it will have, oh, now it is saying that there are problems, right? Preview
Oh,
problem for, and this could be the sysid issues, right? Or the table
okay.
naming issue. The table name could be of there could be a different
Different.
table name. Right? And see, this is saying finding missing record. So your instance is not having that record which I have in my instance, right? And for that,
Uh,
it is saying find missing record, find missing update, accept remote update, skip remote update. So these are 4 actions available that you can do, right? And description is
mm,
could not find a record in the sys app application reference in this update. So you do not have an application reference within your instance. That's why you are unable to update this, update set within your instance, right?
oh, okay.
So by doing all
Yeah.
those 4 things, you will be able to, you will be able to merge your update set within your instance. All right.
Mm, yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
how you
Got
do.
it.
Now, I think that's pretty much about update set. Yeah, that's all we need to
Mm,
cover in the update set. I'll I'll ask you to redo all these stuffs, practice the things
yeah.
that we discussed yesterday and we discussed today, and then we'll talk about next topics tomorrow.